Hello all, welcome to our Speed GK YouTube channel. We will be posting new videos on general knowledge on different subjects and areas every week. Kindly subscribe our channel and support us. Wonders of the world, both natural and man-made. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. The pyramids of ancient Egypt were funerary edifices. They were built over a period of 2,700 years, ranging from the beginning of the Old Kingdom to the close of the Ptolemaic period. The pyramids of Giza are located just outside of Giza, Egypt. The city of Giza is found in the northern region of the country, on the western bank of the Nile River. Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest of the nine at the Giza necropolis and is the final resting place of King Khufu. This pyramid was completed in 2560 BC and took around 20 years to build. Great Pyramid, it is the largest of the three, the length of each side at the base averaging 755.75 feet, 230 meters, and its original height being 481.4 feet, 147 meters. Pyramid is perhaps the most colossal single building ever erected on the planet. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is more than 2,300 years old and official length is 21,196.18 kilometers. Most of today's Great Wall was built in the Ming Dynasty. The typical height of the Great Wall is 5 to 8 meters. The Great Wall labor force included soldiers, forcibly recruited peasants, convicts, and prisoners of war. The main purpose of the Great Wall was for border defense, but it also transmitted messages using beacon towers, communication, and allowed troops to travel in a faster way, transportation. The frontier walls built by different dynasties have multiple courses. Collectively, they stretch from Liaodong in the east to Lop Lake in the west, from the present-day Sino-Russian border in the north to Tao River, Tao He in the south, along an arc that roughly delineates the edge of the Mongolian steppe. The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is a mile deep, 277 miles long and 18 miles wide. While the park doesn't include the entire canyon, it does measure in at a whopping 1,904 square miles in total. The Grand Canyon was carved over some 6 million years. Geological activity and erosion by the Colorado River created the Grand Canyon as we know it today. The Grand Canyon itself can influence the weather. The Grand Canyon has an elevation spanning from around 2,000 feet to over 8,000 feet, allowing it to experience a variety of weather conditions. The Grand Canyon is one of the most visited national parks in the United States. An estimated 5.9 million people visit the Grand Canyon a year. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is Earth's highest mountain above sea level, located in the Mahalangur Himal subrange of the Himalayas. Everest is a massive 8,848 meters tall. Mount Everest grows approximately 44 millimeters every year. Everest was first recognized by the Western world in 1841 by Sir George Everest and was called Peak 15. The name Mount Everest was then introduced in 1865 in honor of Sir George Everest. The first successful summit of Mount Everest was recorded on 29 May 1953 by Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand accompanied by Tenzing Norgay. Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal was built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in Agra, Uttar Pradesh, in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal with construction starting in 1632 AD and completed in 1648 AD. About 28 types of precious and semi-precious stones were used for adorning the Taj and they were sourced from Tibet, China, Sri Lanka and some parts of India. The calligraphy done over the walls of Taj Mahal are mostly taken from the holy book Quran Sharif. The Taj Mahal is taller than Qutub Minar, with a difference of 5 feet. Taj Mahal, which is one of the most visited and beautiful monuments in India, has over 4 to 8 million visitors annually. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls is a waterfall on the Zambezi River in southern Africa, which provides habitat for several unique species of plants and animals. It is located on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. The British explorer David Livingstone was the first European to see the falls, 16th November 1855. He named them for Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom. Victoria Falls, the world's largest waterfall, is 350 feet tall. It's as high as a 35-story building, 45 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty from pedestal to torch, and more than twice as high as Niagara Falls. Channel Tunnel, Eurotunnel, longest undersea portion of any tunnel in the world, located in the Strait of Dover, in the English Channel between the United Kingdom and France. The tunnel runs between Folkestone in South Kent and Calais in northern France. Construction started on 1 December 1987, finished on 6 May 1994. Cost budget at over $15 billion. The Channel Tunnel consists of 3 tunnels. 2 running tunnels carry the trains, and a smaller, middle tunnel is used as a service tunnel. The total tunnel length is about 95 miles. The lining of the tunnel is designed to last for 120 years. 18. Eurostar passenger trains takes around 35 minutes to travel the length of the Channel Tunnel. The Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands stretching for over 2,300 kilometers over an area of approximately 344,400 square kilometers. The UNESCO World Heritage Center labeled the Great Barrier Reef a natural wonder in 1981. By 2021, the reef has declined by 50%. The Great Barrier Reef is big enough that it dwarfs every state in the US except Texas and Alaska. The reef plays host to 6 species of sea turtles and 215 species of birds who nest in the reef or on the islands. Dolphins, humpback whales, and microorganisms that are too small for the human eye to see are all part of life in the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Coral Reef is every diver's paradise. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are thought to have been built in the ancient city of Babylon. Even though there is no proof that they actually existed, they are considered to be one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is called the Hanging Gardens because the gardens were built high above the ground on multi-level stone terraces. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were the fabled gardens which beautified the capital of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, built by its greatest king Nebuchadnezzar II, r. 605 to 562 BCE. It was said to have been built in the ancient city of Babylon, near present-day Hilla, Babel province, south of present Baghdad, in Iraq. Temple of Artemis, also called Artemisium, temple at Ephesus, now in western Turkey, that was one of the 7 wonders of the world. It was located in ancient city of Ephesus. Present day, the ancient city lays on the edge of the town of Selkirk in western Turkey. The great temple was built by Croesus, king of Lydia, about 550 BCE, and was rebuilt after being burned by a madman named Herostratus in 356 BCE. The Artemisium was famous not only for its great size, over 350 by 180 feet, about 110 by 55 meters, but also for the magnificent works of art that adorned it. It has been destroyed 3 times. First time it was by a flood, second by arson, and third after northern Germanic tribes raided Ephesus. Harmandir Sahib Golden Temple, Punjab. The Golden Temple, Amritsar, Punjab, is famous for its full golden dome. It is one of the most sacred pilgrim spots for Sikhs. The construction of the Sri Harmandir Sahib was initiated by Guru Arjan, the 5th Sikh Guru. The mandir is built on a 67 feet square of marble and is a 2-storied structure. Maharaja Ranjit Singh had the upper half of the building built with approximately 400 kilograms of gold leaf. The pool surrounding the Golden Temple is known as the Amrit Sarovar, which is considered sacred by the devotees. The Langar Seva at the Amritsar Golden Temple is the largest free kitchen in the world. It serves more than 50,000 meals on a daily basis. The statue of Zeus. The statue of Zeus in Olympia was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the masterpiece was about 12.4 m, 41 feet, tall, made by the Greek sculptor Phidias around 435 BC, antiquity's greatest sculptor. Sadly, the statue was destroyed under unknown circumstances at some point in late antiquity. However, legends and mysteries surround its 1,000-year-old history. The original site of the statue of Zeus at Olympia was located in the Temple of Zeus, located in Olympia. In Europe's Greece, the statue of Zeus at Olympia was constructed to be 13 meters, 43 feet, in height, and was included in the list of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The statue of Zeus at Olympia was primarily made of cedar wood covered with ivory and gold, and was decorated with precious metals and stones, wood and ivory. Machu Picchu, Peru, South America, stands 2,430 meters above sea level, in the middle of a tropical mountain forest, in an extraordinarily beautiful setting, more than 7,000 feet above sea level in the Andes Mountains. Machu Picchu is the most visited tourist destination in Peru. A symbol of the Incan Empire, and built around 1450 AD, in the Quechua Indian language, Machu Picchu means old peak or old mountain. Machu Picchu is made up of more than 150 buildings ranging from baths and houses to temples and sanctuaries. Machu Picchu was used as an astronomical observatory. The Eiffel Tower, Paris, France, world's most recognizable landmarks. The tower was designed as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair in Paris to commemorate the centennial of the French Revolution. The tower, 330 meters, was built by Gustave Eiffel's civil engineering firm in 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days, using 7,500 tons of iron and 2.5 million rivets. Since opening in 1889, the tower has welcomed over 300 million people and still welcomes almost 7 million visitors a year. Every 7 years, around 60 tons of paint are applied to the tower. The tower has been used for making radio transmissions since the beginning of the 20th century. A television antenna was first installed on the tower in 1957, increasing its height by 18.7 meters. Ellora Caves. Ellora is an archaeological site 29 kilometers, 18 mi, northwest of the city of Aurangabad, Maharashtra, in the Indian state of Maharashtra, built by Kalchuri, Chalukya and Rashtrakuta dynasties during 6th and 9th centuries. There are 34, out of which 12 are Buddhist caves, 17 are Hindu and 5 are Jain caves. The Great Kailas, Cave 16, at Ellora gloats of being the biggest single solid exhuming in the world. This temple is a megalith, entirely carved out of a single rock. It was not made by adding stone blocks. According to historians and archaeologists, it is estimated that approximately 400,000 tons of rock was removed from the site in making of this temple. This sheer amount of heavy rock was never found or seen by anyone in and around the site. The Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa height is a staggering 828 meters, 2,716.5 feet, tall, soaring over Dubai. It's 3 times as tall as the Eiffel Tower, and nearly twice as tall as the Empire State Building. The Burj Khalifa is also the tallest freestanding structure in the world, has the highest number of stories in the world, has the highest occupied floor in the world, has the highest outdoor observation deck in the world, has the elevator with longest travel distance in the world, and has the tallest service elevator in the world. The Burj Khalifa elevator time to reach the observation deck on the 124th floor is only 1 minute. One of the lesser known and more interesting facts about Burj Khalifa is that the tip of the sphere of the Burj Khalifa can be seen from up to 95 kilometers away. It took 6 years to build the Burj Khalifa. The Statue of Christ, Brazil. The Statue of Christ the Redeemer was completed in 1931 and stands 98 feet, 30 meters, tall, its horizontally outstretched arms spanning 92 feet, 28 meters. The statue has become emblematic of both the city of Rio de Janeiro and the whole nation of Brazil. It sits atop Mount Corcovado, which means hunchback in Portuguese. It is nestled in the Tijuca Forest National Park, a rainforest within the city's boundaries. Every year more than 2 million people visit the famous landmark. The Tower of Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is located next to the Cathedral of Pisa, in Piazza dei Miracoli, Square of Miracles, in the city of Pisa, Italy. Construction year, started in 1173, finished in 1399, actual height, 56.67 m is equal to highest side, 55.86 m is equal to lowest side. Weight, 14,500 tons. As time passed, the ground only further weakened beneath the tower's heft. An early 0.2 degree tilt increased gradually over the subsequent centuries, maxing out at 5.5 degrees, or with the top 15 feet south of the bottom. By 1990, in 1934, Italian dictator Benito Mussolini declared the crooked attraction was a pockmark on his nation's reputation and made effort to rectify its tilt, but miserable failed. The Stonehenge. The Stonehenge is the oldest and only remaining monument named in the Seven Wonders of the Ancient World. Stonehenge is a series of standing stones set in earthworks, and surrounding it are hundreds of burial mounds. It is believed that the Stonehenge was created somewhere between 3000 and 2000 BC. The monument's stones possess unusual acoustic properties. When struck, they produce a loud clanging sound, which likely explains why someone bothered to transport them over such a long distance. The largest stone, the heel stone, weighs about 30 tons. Archaeologists think work started on Stonehenge around 5000 years ago, in a period of history we call the Late Neolithic Age. The Statue of Unity. The Statue of Unity is the world's tallest statue. At 182-meter statue is dedicated to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the architect of independent India. The statue faces the Narmada Dam and is located on a river island called Sadhu Bet near Rajpipla on Narmada River. It is located between the Satpura and the Vindhya mountain ranges near Kevriya town in Gujarat. Over 3,000 workers, including 300 engineers from Larsen Toubro, LT, built the statue within 3.5 years. The innermost layer of the three-layered structure is made of reinforced cement concrete, RCC, steel and 8 mm bronze. The statue has a viewing gallery at 153 meters from where around 200 people can have a panoramic view of the Sardar Sarovar Dam and the Satpura and Vindhyachal mountain ranges. The Colosseum, Rome, built between 1972 AD and 1980 AD, the Colosseum consists of stone and concrete. It was constructed by tens of thousands of Jewish slaves under the rule of Emperor Vespasian, measuring 189 meters long, 156 meters wide and 50 meters in height. The Colosseum is the largest amphitheater in the world. The Colosseum could seat around 50,000 spectators for a variety of events. These included gladiator contests, animal hunts and reenactments of famous battles. There were even mock sea battles as they flooded the Colosseum with water. The arena had 36 trapdoors for special effects, as well as many underground passages and rooms to hold wild animals and gladiators. Before the games began, the animals brought to fight in the arena came from all over the Roman Empire. They included big cats such as lions and tigers, as well as rhinos, crocodiles, and bears. Petra, Jordan. Petra was named one of the new 7 wonders of the world by UNESCO in 2007. Petra also goes by the name the Red Rose City. This name stems from the pink color of the stone that the Nabateans carved to build the city. The Western world rediscovered Petra thanks to Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, a Swiss explorer who traveled to Petra in 1812. Petra is one of the oldest cities in the world. Archaeologists believe the Nabateans established the city in 312 BC. Archaeologists have explored only 15% of Petra. An earthquake hit Petra in 693 AD. The terrible earthquake devastated Petra's water irrigation systems and destroyed many of its buildings. Panama Canal. The Panama Canal cuts across the Isthmus of Panama in a narrow land bridge between North and South America. Prior, ships had to sail around the tip of South America. It takes about 8 hours to cross the canal's 50 miles, 77 kilometers. At times, more than 43,000 people were working on the Panama Canal at once. A system of locks at each end of the canal lifts ships up 85 feet, 26 meters, above sea level to an artificial lake. Ships traverse the artificial lake, as well as a series of improved and artificial channels, and then are lowered again in more locks to sea level at the other side. Today, nearly 15,000 ships pass through the Isthmus of Panama via the canal annually. Every ship that passes through the canal pays a toll based on its size, type and volume of cargo. Tolls are set by the Panama Canal Authority. Thanks for watching Speed GK YouTube channel. Please support our Speed GK YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe and also please share this video with your friends. Thank you.